So that is priceless when you have it in a classroom.
Aprender de Minecraft es como para mucha gente un sueño que lo hayan incluido en el currículum oficial de la escuela. Muy padre.
We have found that actually working with Minecraft has actually helped them develop skills that they didn't even know that they were going to be developing so far.
Una oportunidad que la verdad nunca pensé que iba a tener.
Just a couple of months ago, we were part of this incredible program named Coral Crafters. With that, we were helping the environment in our country, well, actually worldwide, to create a coral reef.
Me siento muy feliz saber que algo que tú diseñaste va a estar ayudando al mundo.
Our students were actually going to create a sculpture built in Minecraft. And after it was built in Minecraft, that was then going to be made with an element named Vire Rock, which helps to foster the growth of the coral reef much faster than in regular circumstances. And once it was constructed, now it was going to be placed on the coast of Cozumel.
Algo que él y yo diseñamos que va a servir al mundo, algo que lo está ayudando a que viva más tiempo. Es algo fantástico.
And for them and even for us, it's amazing that something that they love to use and they like to work around has helped them develop something in order for them to help their planet. And that's what we want to teach our students.
It's really incredible to see what Minecraft can do in the hands of a fantastic teacher like Patricia. We have amazing educators across the world using Minecraft education to inspire their students. The first voting poll is about to close. Don't forget to vote and pick which biome gets worked on next. Last year at Minecon Earth, we introduced the features of the Update Aquatic. Since it's been released, it's been one of our most loved updates. Underwater became a magical place where anything can happen.
Ah, the ocean. What a grand venue. A vast space of nothing. Peace and quiet. A place for solitude and reflection. Oh well, at least it used to be. Yes, we get it. You're adorable.
Give us some mob action. Give us some mob action. Nah. Shock. Now we're going to toss it on over to Vu.
The results of the first vote are in. Now is when we say goodbye to one of the biomes, the one that received the least amount of votes, and move on to vote on the final two. I would ask for a drum roll, but I'm far too excited to wait. Drum rolls can sometimes feel like they wind. But oh well, desert's out. Let's have a look at the two remaining biomes that
aside from me, my daughter actually watches your videos because you guys get to make Minecraft content together.
It was just, a reunion and a connection. Yeah, we just went ahead and did that.
And you have to be the coolest moms because you guys make Minecraft maps. It's pretty awesome.
I hope you need to ask our kids.
I'll ask your kid after the show.
We should ask them.
We will for sure. Callum and Lauren,
That's us.
you guys were friends before or after you started making videos?
Because of.
So, like, how do you just randomly message someone and be like, let's make videos?
I think
How does that happen?
That's like the hardest part, right? But like we had mutual friends and we were on some series together, and it just kind of came to a point where we're like, hey, should we try filming? And like I'd seen a bunch of Lauren's videos. I think we have a really similar sense of humor. And then she agreed to make some videos with me, and then that means we're friends, and now I just won't let go. So
You're stuck as friends for forever.
that's how it works.
That's amazing. Martin, baby, I don't have any questions for you because we've seen you so much in the show. We love you, but we already know. It's great. Okay, we're going to do one more round, okay? This is your chance to redeem yourselves.
Okay.
Okay? All right, we'll start with you guys again. Anat, we asked Ifat which hostile mob she would keep as... Okay.
So I'm gonna go for Spider.
Okay.
Because even if we have them in the studio, the real ones walking around, she would just go pick them out, set
Spider.
them free.
Okay.
The other one is screaming on the other side of the room. I'm Spider.
So she said Spider. What did you say?
Spider.
Spider! Yay!
Already won.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys are 2 for 2. No one can beat them.
No.
They're like my new favorite set of friends, so there's no choice. But we'll see. You guys can pick this up now, okay?
Here we go.
Lauren, we asked Callum what his biggest fear was in Minecraft.
Wait, what's that
Lauren,
for?
Lauren, well, let's see what Lauren... Lauren, what did you say his biggest fear in Minecraft was?
I really wasn't sure, so I said witches because they're pretty terrible.
Witches are terrible. Callum, you have this strange look on your face. What did you say?
I got the question wrong.
What?
So I thought it was in my life, so I put failure.
Oh my God. Are you scared of witches?
Yeah, they're pretty terrible.
Then it counts.
Right?
Yay! You okay? All right, Martin, baby, this is your last opportunity.
Let's do it. Yeah.
To get this one right.
Okay.
Martin.
Yeah.
This should be the easiest question.
Oh, don't say that.
We asked Big B what his favorite snack was.
I mean, we've even had evidence of this already today. Yeah. It 100% has to be cookies. It just has to be.
And that's it's part of your brand, like cookies, right?
There's a massive pile of them backstage.
Yeah.
There was.
You're wrong. That's the way the cookie crumbles. It's actually...
Gummy bears?
Gummy bears? What? I've never seen you eat a gummy bear in your life.
I have.
That was the least convincing I have ever.
Gummy bear.
All right, boys.
Oh, no.
We know you're still good friends. Everybody here is good friends. We would encourage everybody at home to try this with their friends. Ask them some questions. See if you can get them right. And we hope that you guys enjoyed it. Everyone, let's give a final round of applause for our amazing guests. Lydia, we'll take it back to you.
Thanks, Aurelian. I think we're going to have to try a version of that in the office to see how well everyone knows each other. And I'm not sure about Big B's survival game skills, but I know that Martin used to win all the time, like every server that I was on, so my money's on him. It's hard to describe how much Minecraft has changed things for so many of us. When you hear about the friendships, the people who were just on stage, it's really incredible. And I can say that's myself included. From living in Florida to moving to Sweden to work on this incredible game to making many of my very best friends, Minecraft is an undeniable force in bringing people together and changing lives. Our last Meet a Minecrafter video introduces a company that's working to give even more people a chance to play.
So he's got cerebral palsy. It's a very wide term, but it's basically damage to the brain, and what it means for Ian is that he's got no independent use of any of his limbs. The fact that Ian can access a computer game that everybody plays is no longer special. It's actually for everybody. It's very inclusive.
My favourite thing to do in the game is destroying buildings. I also love attacking animals and zombies with my sword.
iMine is a way of enabling someone with a very severe disability who finds it very difficult to be able to use their hands so that they can use a keyboard or a mouse to be able to join in with everybody else and play. It's an interface that lets them play Minecraft. When they look at the game, it's as if it's a mouse. Their eyes behave like a mouse. So if you want to be able to dig, then you look at the dig button, you go back to the screen, look where you want to dig, and you'll start digging. If you want to fly, look at the fly button, look back at the screen, and you will be able to fly.
I love it. It gives me a new level of independence, so I can play the game without someone helping me. It's now an accessible game for lots of ages and abilities. I wish more games were liking this.
He can sit and watch TV by himself, but that's a very passive activity. Whereas with Minecraft, he's flying around, exploring the scenery. His life is so limited that everything that opens these avenues is amazing.
And when you see people who with very severe involuntary movement, who find it so difficult to be creative in any other way, to see them being so creative, which is what Minecraft enables them to do, for me, that's terrific.
It's so inspiring to see technology like iMine help make Minecraft truly accessible to players. That's really what the game is all about. Every year, one of the most exciting and anticipated segments of the show is the Future Updates, where you get to find out about all the cool stuff that's coming to the game. And this year is no exception. We've brought in our word specialist to conduct this important interview. Please welcome our Director of Creative Communications, Owen Jones.
Thank you, Lydia. Thanks. So, I am lucky enough to be sitting here with two of our amazing developers. You guys primarily work on the Bedrock version of the game, right?
Yep, correct.
So, who are you?
Yeah, so I'm Jason Major. I've been on Bedrock for about 4 years now.
And I'm Adrian. I've been on Bedrock for about 2 years, and I help deliver add-ons.
Well, thank you so much for coming along to talk to me. Like today, we're going to be talking mostly about the add-ons. Now, they exist in a version of the game we describe as Bedrock. Can you just give me a brief on what that version is?
Yeah, so Bedrock is the kind of what we internally call the version of Minecraft that runs on most of the mobile devices. So iPhone, Android, Kindle, along with the Xbox, and we just recently released Switch, and also Windows 10.
And you can play cross-platform between all those different editions as well, right?
Yeah.
We've also been adding new things to the Bedrock version over the years. We've added, you can get texture packs and skins. Now you can even access servers on there. Yep. So there's loads of cool features in that version, which we're kind of proud of. But today we are talking mostly about add-ons. Now, add-ons are a way you can kind of change the game and kind of customize it for yourself.
Yeah, so about 2 years ago, we added the ability for people to come in and just through editing simple text files, they can go and take existing mobs in the game and change their behaviors. They can change the geometry, which is kind of the shape of what they look like, and kind of mix them up and make a lot of fun things. And we've seen a lot of really cool stuff built with that already.
I think over time we've managed to give people more and more kind of power to create even more unique entities or unique mobs in the game.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the new things that we're doing now is we're making it so that people can add their own new entities instead of needing to overwrite an existing one. Okay. So it really gives users a little more power to be able to add whatever they wanted.
So previously, if I kind of changed the look of a chicken in the game, I think we have a little video about this, a chicken in the game, and it became a duck, it would kind of replace the chicken. But now, as this shows, you can kind of have both.
Right. So now we have a new spawn egg for our new entity, duck. This is just an example of what someone can create using our new feature. And because it's a new entity, it has a new renderer, and it has a whole new set of behaviors as well.
Yeah, that's super awesome. And that's going to give a lot of freedom to people to kind of really customize what exists in their world.
Yeah, one of the cool things in that is we kind of show the baby duck when it comes out as yellow. So like that's, again, it's just editing simple files. So in those files, you can basically just put like a single line of text, basically say, if it's a baby, like use this texture, otherwise use this other texture. Very cool. You have a lot of control there now.
That's awesome. We've also kind of looked into how you can place these new entities in the world as well, right? So
Yeah, so definitely like in the past with that data-driven text file, we kind of specify like this thing shows up under these conditions in the world, so these sort of biomes or this lighting levels and stuff like that. You can even say things like this thing's more likely to spawn in the rain and stuff like that.
So I think you guys made a scorpion, right?
Yeah, so it's got just kind of a wandering around the desert, encounter this little guy, so I never spawned him myself. And he's got some bigger friends.
I mean, you can see the kind of power of the add-on there. I mean, you can make something kind of pretty much unique.
Correct.
Yeah. And here you can spawn them without using spawn eggs, that's right? This is another new feature we're adding.
Right. So in addition to getting a spawn egg, we also, when you add your new entity using just a JSON file, it hooks up to the commands. You can use it in spawner blocks, everything.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. So we've been talking a bit about the kind of functionality of these new entities, which is obviously really cool and really valuable. But we're also trying to change how people can visualize their entities, how they can affect how they look and feel in the game also.
Right. So something that we've done is we've made it so that in addition to just adding a new entity, we didn't want to constrain the users to using any of the animations that exist with vanilla entities. So you can specify, you can add your own new animations, mix or match existing ones. And so that's something that we see with our next guy here.
Yeah, so you made a kind of skeleton kind of beast guy here we can see.
Yeah, this one was a lot of fun because we actually got we wanted to show off something that is obviously not using existing animations in the game. So he's got his upper torso, he's got his spear up animation, kicks at you, and stuff like that, which is obviously new.
So we can see this is kind of the body of a horse. The torso.
And the next one has something that I personally think is really cute. They're kind of small and furry. So this first guy, you kind of bring them up. There's the little cute guys. We got these little spiders that I added in. I think they're super cute.
They're not cute.
And then, but this whole video is just kind of showing the power of what you can actually build when you pull it all together. So we got custom animations, custom rendering of these guys. The spiders have a new custom particle effect that can be so you make new effects on stuff. So we can hook it up to say this effect trails and plays on this guy all the time. There's a effect that it plays when they get spawned and summoned in the world. And yeah, you can just kind of see that like you basically made like a little mini boss type, pretty crazy mob.
Yeah, it's amazing you can kind of pull that off just by using text files, you know?
Yep.
Are there any limitations to how add-ons work at the moment, though?
Yes, so similar to when with add-ons before, you're still limited in just using the existing behaviors in the game. So you have to, the things that the vanilla mobs can do, for the most part, those are available to you. But if you really want to do something completely unique that no mob in Minecraft has ever done before, then there's still some limits. So we are actually announcing that we will be having our long-awaited scripting tech preview. So that'll be coming out this year. The focus for this preview is more around... For this tech preview, the focus is much more around more of like a mini game, high-level control aspect, but the goal is to eventually start being those built. Back on.
That sounds fantastic. I mean, we can tell people are really happy about that. Yeah. So that's awesome. And when can players get their hands on these new add-on features?
Yeah, so the stuff we've been showing today is we will have that out in a beta in October, and we will have it available for everyone on Bedrock later this year.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. So for more information on how add-ons work and how you can get your own creation into the game, check out Minecraft.net, where we'll have more info soon. But for now, I'm very proud to announce that I have two very special people coming on who've been working on the next major Minecraft update. Please welcome Jens and Agnes. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Right, yeah? Are you enjoying the show so far?
Yes. I think it's a lot of fun.
What's been your favorite bit so far, Agnes?
Yeah, I think the costume contest. I think it's great to see all the lovely costumes. I'm really enjoying that.
And it's kind of cool because the costume contest is kind of a legacy part of Minecon. You know, it's always been a highlight for me, so I think it's really cool we can keep that going even with the new format, you know?
Yes.
What about you, Jens? What's your favorite bit so far?
Well, for me, the best part is the way that we finally can reveal Minecraft dungeons. So I'm really looking forward to what people will think about it. And I already checked a little bit of the comments, and people seem excited and curious, to say the least. And we have a screenshot, actually, that we can show.
Awesome, let's have a look.
So this is an environment in the game that you can see, kind of expect. So this is a screenshot from the actual game, and you will fight your way through in kind of like a dungeon crawler genre.
So it's kind of like a top-down dungeon crawler. So you're traveling around various environments, hacking up mobs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the hack and slashing.
Very cool. And I guess you travel to different kind of biomes and stuff. It's not all set in actual dungeons, though.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of different areas and environments, and a lot of new bosses and really cool stuff. So
that sounds
super
awesome.
excited.
I can't wait for us to share more information on that. So yeah, coming soon. Okay, so let's talk a bit more about the core game, about Minecraft itself. Now, you guys have obviously been working really hard on our next major update, and I'm sure people will be extremely excited to hear what we've been working on. So, what's the deal?
Yes, so we always try to find like what's a good theme to update next, and this is something that haven't been really improved a lot since its original implementation. Actually more than 7 years ago. So the theme this time is going to be village and pillage.
Okay, awesome. So, I mean, it's been almost like 7 years since you've done a dramatic change to the villages, I think, when I checked the Wikipedia recently, so it's pretty amazing we're finally doing that.
Yes.
Agnes, tell me a bit about what we're actually doing with the villages. How are we improving them?
We have done a lot of things, but one thing is that we're updating the architecture for all villages.
Cool. So the villages themselves will have different looks depending on the biome. That's right.
Yes, that's right. And I think
yeah, we have a video to show off some of
yes.
that might be.
El trailer.
That's absolutely awesome. So we can see the actual architecture of the villages is influenced by the area it's in, and the materials maybe, yeah.
Yes. So all the architecture is adapted to the biome the village is in. So we try to only use material from that village, and we try to adapt to the climate. So you saw in the desert, the roofs are flat because it never rains in Minecraft deserts. It makes a lot of sense, but for the plains, it's a bit steep roofs, for example.
Very cool, and we can share more on that soon as well. That's awesome. We've also been looking into the inhabitants of those villages themselves, right?
Yes, and they will get new fancy skins.
Okay, let's take a look at those.
Pero qué raro. ¿Son piratas o qué onda con tu vida? Creo que sí.
We could have updated the sounds of the villages as well.
Oh, the sounds are amazing.
But that's awesome. Tell me a little bit about how that works.
Oh yeah, so the skins are biome dependent, and they also get unique details depending on the profession. So yeah, there will be lots of different variations. And we also do other things to villagers and the village mechanics. For example, we want the villagers to be more intelligent. So we'll have like a schedule, going to the work, going to a meeting point and stuff like that. And we are updating the trading as well.
I mean, that sounds amazing. So basically, everything about the villages is going to have more life, feel more unique,
yes,
and kind of more consistent from the villagers themselves to where they live and how they interact with the player. So yes, that's awesome. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the villages. We've talked about these cool, nice features. At the end, you said it was called the Village and Pillage update.
Yeah, exactly. And I should mention that one of our principles is that it's up for the player to build the world. So even though the villages will be more kind of intelligent and have it's up to the player to make sure they have a good village to live in. And there's more reason for this now, because in addition to improving the villagers, we are also introducing raids. So it gets a little bit complicated, but we have villagers, and now we're introducing the pillager.
Okay, cool. And we can take a quick look at what those guys get up to. Let's check it out. That looks great.
Yes, so as you can see, the pillagers are wreaking havoc together with this new monster. And this thing is currently, we refer to it as the Illager Beast. It will join the raids and is really, really tough. So it's quite a challenge to take down.
It seems to be smashing its way through the whole place there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And so these raids will attack villages and you will have to defend against them. And I also want to say, like, the Illager Beast, if you have a name suggestion, I'm all ears. But we're kind of grown fond of just calling it the Beast.
So do we know kind of why these pillagers are kind of doing what they're doing, or is that not quite decided yet?
It's one of the Minecraft mysteries.
Okay. I also noticed, the eagle eye in the viewers might have noticed, that they were wielding something that looked kind of powerful as well. What was that in their hands?
It was a crossbow.
Crossbows?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about the crossbow. Is that replacing the bow, or?
No. They are kind of well balanced. So the crossbow is really powerful. It deals more damage, and the arrows goes further, but it takes longer to load. And it also comes with new enchantments. I just want to say that because it's cool.
Great. I think we can check that out as well. Show us the video of the crossbow.
No, you can craft it.
Cool, so that's a craftable item.
Yes.
And say the kind of multi-shot thing there, that's how the enchantments work.
Yeah, that's one of the enchantments, and we have fast load, and there are also another one.
More to come. Okay.
More to come. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, this stuff all sounds absolutely amazing. Can you divulge when players are going to get these features?
So the Village and Pillage update will officially come out early next year, but we are in the Java snapshots. You will be able to try out some things in the experimental phase, but we'll also release some features before the holidays.
Okay, some of those features or some?
No, so first of all, we're gonna introduce cats as their own mob instead of being ocelots.
Yes, so we thought that ocelots and cats are amazing, so they deserve to be their own mobs. And we have done lots of updates to the cats. So there will be stray cats walking around in the villages, and you can have them as a pet. And they can bring morning gifts, and also the phantoms are really scared of cats.
What kind of gifts do the cats bring you, like diamonds and stuff?
Not really diamonds. This is a secret, but not diamonds.
Okay, cool.
More cat kind of gifts now.
And I can see here, so you've updated we used to have 3 cat skins, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we are gonna add more skins for the cats, and we thought it was funny to have 9 skins. And as you may know, one of the original skins, the tuxedo cat, was based on my wife's old cat Newton. And you can see the big question mark here in the middle that we are going to ask the community to submit pictures for their cats and have kind of like a competition. So one community member is going to have their cat immortalized in Minecraft.
So they can get their real life cat, then we're going to make it into a Minecraft cat, and that'll be the 9th cat skin in the game.
Exactly. So there will be more information about this, exactly how it's going to work on Minecraft.net in a few weeks.
Okay, that sounds amazing, and that's a pretty cool prize, I think. So we're getting cats for the cat update before holiday. Not the official name, by the way, but there we're getting the cats. Is there anything else coming along with those?
Yes, we're adding scaffolding.
Scaffolding, one of the longest requested features, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember.
It's easier to build, so we maybe not need all the weird dirt constructions to build anymore. So for example, it will be really fast to climb up, and if you remove the bottom part of the scaffolding column, everything will break. So it's also really fast to remove it when you're done with your fancy building.
That sounds great. So it's giving players just opportunities to make builds quicker and easier and kind of get to the good stuff quicker.
Yes.
It's cool. And what's it going to be made out of? How do I craft scaffolding?
They are made of bamboo.
Ah, so a new item, a new block in the game.
Yeah, and it's a new bamboo, so there will be like bamboo forests and stuff like that.
And what else do you use the bamboo for?
Well...
So I think that's pretty obvious that we're bringing pandas to the game. Agnes, tell me a bit about those.
Yeah. I mean, like a big thing with pandas are they are cute and they are a bit silly. And we also really wanted the players to connect to their pandas. So we thought that if we add like different like personalities or traits to them, you will feel like your panda is more unique. So we did that as well. So in the video you saw like there was a panda with red eyes. That's an aggressive panda. You should not hurt an aggressive panda.
Well, you shouldn't hurt any kind of panda. But...
Of course not. But don't hurt pandas. But the aggressive one will probably be a bit upset about it, extra upset about it.
And what other kind of traits can the pandas have?
They can be, for example, lazy and playful. And then, I heard rumors about one that actually is a brown panda. Very rare.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds amazing. I mean, what made you think to include pandas in the first place?
So when we have we essentially have like creative workshops when we try to list what we want to include in the next update. And since we have such a huge community in China with over 150 million registered players, we invited our partner NetEase to give us the feedback from the Chinese community and what they really wanted to see in the game. And obviously they picked the giant panda. And we sent our sound engineer Samuel to China to record the actual sounds from the actual pandas.
And we actually have a little, we documented that trip, so let's take a look at that.
Absolutely.
我想非常重视中国的 Minecraft 玩家，在一次沟通中有提到是否把中国的特色生物加入到 Minecraft 中，而我们第一个想到的就是国宝大熊猫了。
We're at Chimelong Safari Park in Guangzhou, China, and we're here to record the sounds for the panda. Because the pandas are so
protected in the wild and they're endangered. So this is the closest we get to their natural environment.
还有呢，它吃东西的时候，它比如像想跟我们饲养员要那个食物，就像竹笋啊、苹果那些，它想要吃到那个精饲料，就等于它就会有一种粘人的感觉，就粘着你，然后一直也是这样叫了。
What I think is interesting about pandas is that people think they are very, very quiet, but they have a variety of sounds. They have panting, bleating, and sort of squeaking. So I'd like to capture all of them and incorporate them in the game, of course.
我的世界中国版上线以来，受到了众多玩家的支持，而大熊猫是中国的国宝。我相信大熊猫的加入可以为中国玩家带来更多的亲切感和趣味，也能够让全世界的 Minecraft 的玩家和我们一起与美丽的、可爱的国宝进行互动，也一同享受探索世界的乐趣。
It's okay. I'd really like to be able to speak panda like that guy in the middle of that video. The sound effects. Anyway, this all sounds completely amazing. I can't wait for us to get our hands on it. So just remind me again, Jens, when are we getting these things?
So yes, Village and Pillage will be out early next year, and for the holiday update, we'll have the cats, pandas, bamboo, and scaffolding.
And that'll be out even sooner. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, we've reached that point in the show now, and I think you guys must be really excited to find out which biome you're going to update next.
Yes. Very excited. Did I hear biome vote results?
You did.
Is anybody excited to find out which one it is? Okay, so who gets to do the honors? Agnes, okay.
Okay, this is very exciting.
Drum roll, please.
Okay, we have a winner, and the winner is Taiga!
Tiny Agnes and Jens are very excited over there.
Let's take a quick look at the recap and see again what's coming to Minecraft soon.
Stay tuned for the post-show recap, followed by the live developer panel backed by popular demand. And we also have amazing community panels going up on our YouTube channel after the show. I'd like to thank all of the people that made Minecon Earth possible. Thank you to the Minecraft teams in both Stockholm and Redmond, who continue to bring new and fun experiences to Minecraft. To the Minecraft Dungeons team, congratulations for sharing the first glimpse of our exciting new game. To our special guests and panelists, to Kate the Chemist for blowing up our stage. And a huge thank you to my amazing co-hosts. It takes a lot to put on a show like Minecon Earth, so thank you to the team and crew who worked so hard to bring it to you. But the biggest thanks of all goes to you watching Minecon Earth. From wherever you are, we're so happy you joined us. Thank you and goodbye!
incredible show. I have to say, this is going to be really hard to fit into 15 minutes. We were just talking about this. So I'm joined by Ren Dog. Hey, how you doing?
I'm freaking out right now.
How are your notes there? Because mine have just like gone a bit big.
I've got lots of scribbles going on here. There is so much amazing stuff coming up.
There's a lot coming up.
It's crazy, you know.
And also we've got Stress Butzer who's here with us as well.
Right.
How are your notes?
My notes I tried to remember. I've put them over there, so I'm trying to remember them up here.
It's all right. We'll go through. Well, I don't even know if we can get through all of it.
No, there's so much.
It's crazy.
We were kind of watching it together here in the backstage studio, and like every 3 minutes, you guys were like, what?
Yeah, we got a bit overexcited.
Yeah.
No, like it's good, but it was kind of like back-to-back announcements. So I suppose we should probably start off with what was your favourite one? What was the kind of biggest one that you saw?
Now I'm here on the couch and I've just seen a giant land beast decimate a village. I mean, that has gotten the blood flowing. That looks awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Yeah, I'm scared of that. But the crossbow
or wizard type thing, I thought that's my role.
Yeah.
When I was jam, that is mine. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big RPG fan, a big Diablo franchise fan, and that to me looks like we now get to be a wizard or a soldier of some kind in Minecraft, get to go into scary dungeons and slay some seriously scary beasts. I'm a little bit overexcited about this one.
I can see that the couch is moderately vibrating underneath you as you talk.
Oh God! So let's also talk about we had some amazing game shows in the actual show as well. I thought they were brilliant. This year was so good.
Loving the slime.
The slime.
We should have more slime.
More slime needed, poured on top of people. Is that for next year?
They were just covered in it though, and then it was on the floor. God, I feel sorry for the person who's clearing that up.
Yeah.
They did put a bit of tarp down and something.
Right, okay.
I think.
Fair enough.
Because the science experiment was one of my favourite things. How do I do that? How much trouble am I going to get into if I do that in my flat?
Well, if you do that at home, it's going to be all on the ceiling.
But what a magical few moments for basically a month of my flatmate being really cross with me.
It was good.
We don't recommend you do this at home in any way, shape or form, just so we're clear.
I particularly enjoyed watching the boys and girls playing with the little fluffy squares.
Oh yeah. The pixel stuff.
I mean, trying to make a house in 3D in under a minute, kind of tricky. That was quite hilarious.
Yeah.
I would have just made the recipes in Minecraft.
Yeah.
There's
something about suddenly bringing it into the real world where you spend all your time in Minecraft. You're like, wait, how do I?
How do I do that?
Do this? I mean, I know how to do it in Minecraft.
Yeah.
This feels very different.
I have a question about the slimy bit.
Okay.
Were those real fish?
No. You want to use real fish? Kind of humane side. No.
And a salmon, casual salmon.
I don't think they were real fish.
Okay.
I think they were just they looked really real because they were kind of covered in slime.
I'll retreat back into my imagination.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. It's good that they look real. They fooled you, so that's job well done. Well done, crew. What was the other thing? Oh, I really loved when we had the kind of tutorial of how to do